I just wanted to do this video to show the ticket auction manager if it's already set up for you by like somebody who's technologically savvy who can make sense of like my source files or set it up based off the release there. So essentially all you have to do once it's set up is double click on it and verify that it's online here. So the prefixes, those should be set up by the tech savvy person depending on your event. Those are the different types of tickets and items you'll have. So I have it set up like I would for the annual theme basket auction for the SPCA serving Allegheny County. And as you can tell, it changes the buttons when you switch the prefixes, so you can easily tell which one is which, just like the access version did. So yeah, that's you have to make sure that you're in the right prefix depending on what ticket sheets you're handed, or like if you're adding the item names, you'd use the baskets form. You can enter a basket description, donors, and then drawing form is after the event's over, you start drawing for each item. You'll enter the winning number in the drawing form. Then it should line up with the tickets form. It'll start bringing in the names and stuff. So first we'll demonstrate the tickets. So your range is up here. You'll enter so if you get handed a page that starts with 1001 and the last number is 1020, then you click or just tab over the update and press enter, and that should update with all these ticket numbers. You can either click the buttons here to do the function that they say, or you can press the shortcut key. So this one's Alt L, that one's Alt O. So I can either click or I can press the shortcut key. So you like press and hold down Alt, and then you press the letter after it. You can either manually click save or press Alt S if you want to manually save an item. An item will appear down here once it's saved. But if you do like pretty much any of these functions, that saving function is built into all these other functions. So you can go straight into duplicating an item, for instance, and it'll save it for you. So I just use the Alt J or duplicate down to do that. I'm going to use a random function just to enter some random names into it to show how it comes together later. That's Alt R. I kind of have it hidden though because I don't want people using that in production really. Oops. Put my finger on the wrong button. I'll do like a bunch of them so show how it handles if you have a duplicate name and number. Oops. Get a couple hundred of them, why not? So yeah, I think that's enough to test this, so I will close out this. If you get enough time, you can enter basket descriptions or donors. Otherwise, it'll just show none on the reports. Um, if you don't have enough time, you can skip right into drawing. So this is once you get near the or at the end of the event, as far as ticket selling is concerned. And so you have your volunteers, or if you don't have that many people, just go around, draw for each item. The drawing's still physical. Um, and then you enter them in this form. So same thing here, starting number, ending number of a form. If you can print out sheets to get them all sequentially, the winning ticket numbers by the basket or item number, that will probably be more beneficial to you. So for the winning ticket number, if it's in the database and you enter it, I'll just test it with that number. Once you go down an item or save it, it should pull in that person's name and number right here. If it's not in the database, uh, it'll just it'll show none here. So if it starts showing none, you might be doing something wrong. You might be entering the wrong tickets into the wrong prefix. So you might want to check to see what's going on if you start seeing none there, or if you have like pages missing from entry and stuff like that. I'll use the random function, which will draw a random person. And I'll do a couple of pages worth of these. So yeah, that's how those are entered. Now this is where it really comes together. So once those are entered, it automatically takes that information and meshes it together in what's called views on the back end. But you don't really need to know that. You just click one of these reports buttons, winners by last name, sorts it by last name first, and it'll sort by phone number and then by basket number. Winners by basket number just sorts everything sequentially by basket number. Once you figure out the report that you want to print, you can also use the filters up here to filter by preference as well, and that'll get that done. And as you can see, the basket number search is kicking in for some of these, because you can see it's out of order as far as ticket number is concerned. It's going by basket number, so this is helpful once the person comes to collect their item, and you have everything sorted by basket number. Then you can send your runners out and be like, hey, get these 3 basket numbers, and they'll be nice and sequential for you. Once you select it, get the filter set right, or filters up how you want it set up, you can click save and open. That'll open it right up into the web browser, all compiled. You don't have to do anything else. Then from here you can click the menu button and then print, or you can press Control P, and that will allow you to print it if you have a printer on site. And it just uses your regular default web browser. So if you already have a printer set up in your web browser, you don't have to do any other config other than maybe hitting more settings here and turning off your headers and footers. Sometimes those get in the way. And that is in essence what this Ticket Auction Manager project is about. The video is longer than I thought it was going to be, but this is, I guess, the only way I know to show all the features that it has to offer. So I'll try to answer questions about it, like if anyone comments the questions. Um, but yeah, that's all there is to it. I don't necessarily have the resources to help people with like on-site setups and stuff like that. So the documentation I offer is kind of like the how-to guide on setting it up. But if you know someone like technically savvy in your area, they should be able to make sense of it and help you set it up. But I guess that's the end of this video. So with that, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.